Hey, welcome back to Ask Coach Wendy alongside Wendy Mader from T2 Coaching. I'm Dave Erickson. I love this topic, Wendy. It's all about preparing yourself for those longer runs or races like a half marathon or marathon, cross-training for marathon training. Should we even consider this? What are the benefits and purposes of cross-training for marathon training, Coach?
Well, it's going to depend on who you ask. I am a huge proponent of cross training for marathon training for number one reason is injury prevention. A lot of times running is so impactful on your body, and depending on your experience, depending on your running form, your previous experience as you start your training plan, you want to do whatever you can to prevent injury. And part of that is cross training. Certain ways you can cross train while training for a marathon or half marathon is substituting kind of an easier run that you have on the schedule and go for a swim or a bike or use an exercise machine at the local health club. It's going to keep your cardiovascular system in shape. It's going to develop a different type of leg strength, whether you swim or bike or do something else. And it's also going to add variety to your plan. And again, going back to that strength training, even doing an appropriate strength training program, whether you do a home-based strength training program at your house with body weight or free weights or dumbbells machines, or going to the health club and incorporating that, a stronger body, a stronger core is just going to make you a better athlete in general, whether you're a runner or a non-runner. So the injury prevention is just, I think, priceless when it comes to cross-training while you're training for a marathon.
You have a half marathon training made easy plan as well as a marathon training plan made easy. And in these, you have like maybe 3 or 4 days of running, probably 3, but you also incorporate maybe 2 days a week, depends on where they are in the program of cross training. How long are these sessions? Are they long in addition to the rest day or light day, like 30 minutes, an hour?
No, they're generally good cross training for a beginner, intermediate, half marathoner, or marathoners. Add 30 to 60 minutes. So in a 4 day a week running program, then you have those other 3 days. One of those 3 days should be a day off, a day of complete rest. The other 2 days could be strength training. It could be, again, going to the gym and sitting on the bike or another cardio machine or getting outside and doing something, playing games with your kids, getting some running and soccer, or doing some other sport as a form of cross training for your marathon training. Again, you don't want to do anything extreme because we're trying to prevent an injury, and something extreme could cause an injury. But in those marathon and half marathon programs that I created, I do actually give you specific strength training to do. And the strength training that I provide changes throughout the 12 weeks of the program. The kind of changes purpose and specific movements to do during the 12-week program.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, some are strength and conditioning, some are endurance and flexibility
Yes.
types of workouts. And one thing that comes to mind, and you see this a lot with people at the end of a half marathon who are beginners or a half end of a marathon, is poor form. And cross training can be a great way to strengthen some of those muscles that you get tired, you lean over, the shoulders hunch over, and you can injure yourself.
Right. I mean, even though running for a marathon, half marathon, or running in general is a lower body sport, you still want to keep that core engaged and that core strong. Your core is from your shoulders to your hips. So doing some shoulder movements, doing some chest movements, doing some specific abdominal lower back movements, a lot of hip movements, that's just going to lead to a generally healthy body and a healthy athlete.
If you're interested in some of those programs that Wendy was talking about, the half marathon made easy or the marathon training made easy, you can get that in the links below in a PDF form or on Training Peaks. Tell me about that part.
So when you want to, for those who have a Training Peaks account, for those that don't, you can get a Training Peaks account for free. You can go right to Training Peaks and search Wendy Mader half marathon marathon plan made easy, and you can purchase the program directly from Training Peaks or from one of our sites, and it'll be uploaded into your current Training Peaks account. If you're thinking about buying a 12-week plan and your race isn't for another 20 weeks, you can purchase the plan and it can be updated to your Training Peaks account to start 12 weeks from race date. So it's a really convenient way to have a training plan, easy access, as well as keeping your own training log and logging some stuff on your Training Peaks account.
And you own it so you can reapply it to a race the following year or the following season.
Exactly.
Thanks very much, Wendy. Great topic, cross-training for marathon training. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.